Yeah, be that.
On be back what's in order.
Okay, my people would have, but you see, the other normal circumstances there. 80-20, when I made 20, who prepare me one. My chair, me twada.
Ah!
The trust quite just a one answer, me.
Yeah, maybe I would do it. What do you
Papa,
what do you say? What do you say? MPP? What power not check? Yeah. Na conflict I see a you as a folk come about because they did that. Ben, I'm a bar.
Why, that's it.
The way I do as a fool, I feel Casa here, be the cocotti. That when I move up. MPP 4. Would you 80-20? Okay, Vic. Which one do you think is the ideal one? I'm talking about the ideal one.
Counselor.
Niasa here then.
Paris coming to my answer, mamma.
Papa counselor.
Ask you for your jet why.
I just want to power.
Yes.
Okay. Bema wutie se wo go share baby onim se na be pakotun wa be we na kotun wa wuro. So microphone bit me be pakotun to so manya wooden stick, wooden ladder bia ya be power.
People so no people who asem ya no ye pe hokoro. Enti people who asem yi. Oh, say because enye na na ye pe
Manka say obey the sin the okano.
Enti wo be ko aduade no akodi sam na ni zu akọ power wa na dey.
Some dey ensure ko hokoro because people who no e kafa me no say meeting na tin bia kra na e be ma me bibia be sa akọ.
Fake people who are made wet towel. Plan of kids be now they are from wine kama.
Sir?
Papa ho kama.
Sir?
With the shampoo kakwe soon.
Hey! Shampoo!
Kama. And no na tissue papa no. Flannel dear no.
Gavina, is one warm water now, cold water now, room temperature.
Oh, warm water. On say, Pacho, can't stand me one go for brushing. When you have a better Suez Jasho. I have this table to you.
Oh, to quite was and so a more.
My head dog, I'm the best.
But maybe I say, what you will be panel.
Our single room self-contained.
But you now say was single room self-contained, and now what chamber hall or master bedroom. The question is said.
All the single room, you know the bigger.
I bet as I before the multi canning tell me that's all. Umbo say my as before. I take a question na more R no more L. Don't say now. So in the event of conflict, yeah, fan say abnamu die ya on the immediate one to go so. Me show say big wo di nsuo de ba, wo di pill, any nsuo de ba ho, ana wo friend say yen kom go horo ko tuma. Ye can say.
Hey, ade aboduma.
Enu na ye juma na wo Kenya me je say me dream ho, but the thing is counselor me abrade me need say ntokwamu ho na because me no 72 hours pa ho say me da su gidigidi ntimi nya me kote ndiye pepa chow e was me di me kote entini say 72 hours na say e was asem ko was e kon cause me minimum na e dey to wo twen o e was e kon e was e ye dey was e because enye nu ntin na me kote be me because I was say me ye dey was me ye
okay
ntino minim say I'm a sucker for that unfortunately counselor minim say menini gidigidi say ye kunto kwantino e di 3 days e di 4 days
and na so bit me keep it conflict ne ba penye di 7 years while the conflict is still there because me catch am say who share the definition of conflict here?
Come in the hobby. And when I talk about leave him no. Because I mean to me no be nana sade ni shemuna de bi oba na mbuofu no memuna kusu. I mean I can't. I mean to me. Counselor. I mean to me.
Unresolved problems. Solvable problems are adani unresolved problems. Ade bi next. O say ade bi me start take 12. Et me start take 12 bi. Na e chere na etre. Because baako kuma was so ahomaso bi aba. Me da say ya mete ha na mo che nkrofo ade we page use wa nya me hia mo queen age. Say mete na mo che ade. What's it? About one, I go two. They see Obi amount 3.
I want to talk to you, but I'm coming.
Thank you, AJ, for listeners. Thank you.
Eti the air can say, Abraham Mameno Etro is 4:30 wake up because there's conflict unresolved between the two of them. Did she communicate or not?
Communication, dear counselor. If I'm trying to be a petty person, I'm going to say that there was a communication.
Okay.
But was it an effective communication? Because said the whole canon say,
What with you?
Said the whole canon said their mode of communication was written. What I said, and it was understanding
because of a conflict. Their mode changed to written because of a conflict.
But who said this particular communication, a brand and communicated to the wife, it required the friend say an action to make it effective.
Okay.
But that action was not done. What I said, I wouldn't say it's an effective communication. I'll probably say it's more a petty kind of communication than a proper. And I make us say if I'm being petty, yes, me I may sir. But
you can do that. You can be writing. What much to work?
Media can
wow. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But say friend say I can say the papa mu ana the yes any machine you the part of this type of communication, it required an action. That action was not done. It didn't make that communication effective because the Canada until so
but tension was in term. Medimensa counts the see I want to ask my boy you must soon. Walk or tiame, walk or can't be a young can. Unia butre, uwe two form me. It mean person man no ever count. What must hear? Your uncrophobia winning say, one can try it.
And I make us say if I'm being petty, that's the right way. But that communication, the way your friend said, the receiver received it, the response didn't make it an effective one. But it was still, as I say, we're communicating.
So she communicated.
But the action wasn't that.
She communicated. Anna.
And Americans so are communicating, but it wasn't effective.
Effective in whose side?
On her side.
Why? Didn't she read what they wrote?
It's read, but America said the response that was required of her.
What was the response? The question was, wake me up at 4:30. Is 4:30 wake up? Was it not a response?
No, wake me up at 4:30. What I said, it required an action. But anyway, me I can anyway,
So there was a communication. Okay. So Lady Victory, in this particular scenario, as we are talking about in Abna, this is because there's conflict between the two of them. And I define conflict to be the state of tension or stress between spouses, often coming out of disagreement, unresolved issues, unexpected events. Just like yesterday, our story that was read, the lady had an issue with the husband and didn't go to talk to the husband, but left the husband to a third party who was the parents. And the parents of the ladies or the lady's cousins met the man and warned the man that the next time this nonsense goes on, they'll discipline him. Then he realized that he has been reported. That is where he got to know. That is why the girl left the house. So in this particular type of conflict, the cause of the conflict is always the answer for the conflict. I repeat, to resolve marital conflict, the solution to the resolving of the conflict is in the conflict. Every problem that happens, assembly SCBR, ede wentwi benteme ho ase eban ewo awade asetene mu no kwa ye fa so kan no ewo asem na esi no mu enti se yemfa ne se be ma na afa ne yirechi e na oba no sebio akwachen and amani buefua e kwa ye fast resolve no and to say bema emba kohoma oba eka e de mentime ho ase aba no enye the same way you resolve me because bema mba kohoma a third party can resolve it. Bema e chiti ana oba e chiti a third party cannot resolve it. Nise samoti asia yewo enyame bi a esi wa wade mu a third party can resolve. And yewo nyame bi nso esi a third parties are aliens in resolving such issues. Only aliens because omo need that capacity to resolve that issue. Omo nibi yemfa nchewo enka omo aduma chede no ho by adwene say because it is a mode to resolve any form of misunderstanding. Every misunderstanding can be resolved by the priest, can be resolved by the prophetess, can be resolved by the counselor. Now watch it here. In professional counseling, even when you walk to me and say your husband is cheating on you, so you want to give me his number to call him, one of the things that I cannot do on my professional basis is to invite your husband or invite your wife to resolve cheating conflicts. Anything that lingers on sex and not in permagro, it's difficult for you to involve a third party whilst both of you are in the know. Which means every type of marital conflict has its own way of resolving it. And if we don't understand what conflict is, we cannot resolve it at all. It's a form of disagreement. It happens to be a form of tension. It happens to be a certain form of stress that is happening between two opposite people. Let me say this on record, that conflicts are normal. Conflicts are normal. If conflict breaks your marriage, then what broke the marriage was not a conflict. Because conflicts cannot break marriages. Conflicts cannot destroy two people in marriage. Unfortunately, Conflict builds marriages. But what really causes or is causing the conflict is what must be understood properly. And usually, when people find themselves in the space of conflict between spouses, the first thing you have to learn is learn how to manage your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. What I call self-control. Conflict escalating to war. Conflict escalating to fight. Conflict escalating to defamation comes as a result of lack of self-control on our sides. And usually, the environment one person is raised will always show its ugly head when there's conflict in marriage. The account says, Suban to say, Yinseng, and okra, Oya Denge Bepi. Eti on crophobia. Omatna Roman sister behavior moache. Omatna father Abraham behavior moache. Omusumo amuwomu. Waji wendi onibumfu way there be counselor. O tia no hwe asokra de be kan say kafra. O tia no hwe aso no mo ma o kafra. Eti san krofo no asemu si na wan hwe yi a woni me kwa am be fa so akan. Eti se wo bisa se mentime wase wantwi ewa awade bia benya ni wantwi awade bia benya mentime wase. But mentime wase ne ba no individuals ne wa awade ne ehia ntiase se na be ya ombetumi ama resolution aye authentic. So conflicts are normal. Conflicts are normal. Conflicts are normal. Conflicts are not fights. But conflict can become a fight when the individuals in the conflict don't learn how to manage their thoughts, their feelings, and their action. What I call self-control. The management of your thoughts is a same way a mati, a same way a mensake, video way a menye, message ya menye, WhatsApp ya menye, mensaka dear. But what is your thoughts about it? The thought is important. Debia mekase. Se we fa wachi a, ubetuma gire mo ka se on permanent no fa machi ana. Se wukunu fa wachi a, ubetumi de osa bobo se on permanent no fa machi ana. Eti wan hwe ye na unya sex video se wo yire e di ne ho ena watwa wantwa mawo o twa de to ni phone so ena wo won sempemu wakohia a hu so le be ma bi da mpa so a sukurutu ye di na wi ana afi na ebedi no na unya sa video no na won saka. Your thought behind the video is what will expand the conflict between the two of you, because they be a man say or maybe or funny it's been a norm, it's been a conversation. Yen to me jaika or ba funny kunachi ya before yen jaika they be a can so ba wale for pnema bema for fraud ni bia no before or ba wale for so pnema bema for fraud ni bia so on pedi kunu em say last week we grab a can ha say immediately or you remember before fraud no pe ni na ya can it is a bibi say pia thoughts na we chire no is what starts the conflict. Now, so when your thoughts now, thoughts begins to lead you to hurt. Because your thoughts, which is coming from your intellect, which is connected to your soul, leads you to advocate for a relief of tension Then you go through the 5 to 7 stages, running, what we call the grieving of the loss. So immediately you have an incident. For example, wake me up, 4:30. You sleep before your eye will open. It's 6:45. And you are supposed to be at the meeting at 6:30 in Accra. And your house is in Oyibi. When you wake up, the first thing is that you are angry that you didn't wake me up. Then you walk to the table, your regular place of meeting, that is written there is 4:30. Wake up. the thoughts, and this is already a conflict that is waiting, but you are managing communication. Whether it's bad or poor communication, there's what we call poor communication. I'm not treating communication today, but the lady has communicated. Wake me up at 4:30. It's 4:30. Wake up. Then here you are reading the 4:30 at 6:30, 6:45, where your meeting time is over. You realize phone calls have come. Mr. Lutrod, where are you? We have been waiting for you. The investors are here. You gave us 6:30. How far are you? My God. From Oyibi to Accra Central. My people, you get there at 12 o'clock. Even when you are dodging traffic. So your anger has started. But my question is, did she do the right thing? Did she do what both of you are practicing? If yes, she did. The thought behind writing it without taking an action, touching your husband to be angry that you come to wake him up. You see, the thoughts. I'm dealing with the thoughts. Me from Sanko Kano, Mwambe Tiami, Mwambe Dimantem, see how they Kano, or see, me Yanino, or see, as Mimbo Wadi Solobo 4:45. No, sorry, Wacho, Mesumachro. You see, the tension. Tension is the word. Tension, because pride begins to fall. Pride begins to fall. And once one party is holding on to a certain level of pride, once one party is holding on to a position of, I know my rights, I am right. He asked me to write. I have written it. Am I at fault? That's what I was asking them. But it demands an action. Wake me up. Yeah, we are not in talking terms. How do I come and touch you? Hello? Hit you. Will he get up, be angry and slap me? Why should he even go and win the contract? Where is he going that should wake him up? He's going to one of the girlfriends. He's going to sleep with somebody. He's going to do this. He will sleep here and lose whatever he has to get so that he will learn a lesson from it. Or sorry, now I lose a contract now. Who said me who here with here? Say me important. So your name in Kasa. The thoughts, our actions emanate from our thoughts. And I'm saying that regularly when an incident occurs, because there is tension, you run through the heart of your mind, through the stages of grieving, where you come to have a denial that this thing is not so. The stages of grieving the loss. Immediately at this year, Obia goes through that particular stage of grieving the loss until they get to what we call acceptance. The mind is running through the intellect, what we call the soul. Join, my friend, 4:45. Ebe je ofia. Wako chinchin sa. Ako din krofo sa ma waba. Wabra mi na me nyane no. Enne, omo me nyane no. So omo na mo friend. So ndai omo friend, omo ne chate. Omo friend no mo kanche na abo 4:30 onko. Enne de wo se me hu on fa so ofia. Enne de me self atase me friend. Me fa me sanko kan. Gise me wu. Me fa me san Canada. You know? The thoughts. The thoughts of your action. The thought of your action. If this young man is going to win a contract that will bring you $100,000 to change the fortune of the family, even if there's going to be a divorce, won't you benefit from it? Think about it. So, resolving of marital conflict. Before a third party comes in, the work is usually done more than 85% by the individuals who are practicing the disagreement, the misunderstanding between them before a third party comes in. There is no third party that has been able to resolve any marital conflict, including myself.
Counselor, 1 second. Patrick, you're stopping na power topic to 20K na shasi into your running advert.
But you advert na you're running MSP 30. MSP 30. And then let me buy the chat. MSP 30. Power tab, we're going to 30K. Yanko, bosso, Yanko. MSP 30. This is meant for every woman that goes through menstrual cycle every month. If you don't have MSP 30 for yourself, then I don't know what you are drinking. Any other medicine you are drinking, you are doing wickedness to your organs. Go for MSP 30. It is with me. It's in America. It's in UK. It's in Italy. All you need to do is to send me a message. I need MSP 30, please. I need MSP 30. If your daughter is 9 years, and unfortunately for her, she's menstruating at 9, let her drink. Your daughter is 9 years and she's menstruating. Let her drink MSP 30. MSP 30 is recommended for every woman who bleeds, not just women who bleed. We've also come to believe that mothers with menopause, people who are going through menopause, all they need is MSP 30. The body pains, the hot flashes, the misunderstanding, the problems with the pain, the feeling of uneasiness. You need MSP 30. MSP 30 has been with me for many years now, and the testimonies are different from each other. Each person tells us what MSP 30 does for them. Somebody just told me recently that she has an offensive smell that she doesn't know where it comes from after menstruation. She started MSP 30, and now the offensive smell comes alongside the menses, and it is gone. I didn't know about it, but this is good. Menstrual pains, ovulation challenges. You want to have a child. Your menstrual cycle is not correct. You come today, tomorrow you don't come. You come tomorrow, next week you don't come. You are scared, as if you are pregnant, as if you want to be pregnant. The menses is coming, as if it's not coming. MSP 30. MSP 30. You can have yours in the UK now. You can have yours in the US now. All the 51 states in the United States of America, there's MSP 30. In Canada, you can have MSP 30. All you need to do is to pick up the number on your screen. 862, you can send a message to 571-3950. Lady Victory can write for you. My moderators are there. 862-571-3950. 862-571-3950. 862-571-3950. 862-571-3950. You can send a WhatsApp immediately, and I will pick that number for you. As you do that, you can also do a direct call from me on 0277. Clarice, thank you very much. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. MSP 30. Don't allow anybody to go through menstrual pains. Don't allow anybody to go through menstrual cramps. Don't go for any medicine to come and affect your tubes, come and affect your womb, come and affect your cervix. All you need is MSP 30. It is a solid, nice medicine. It is not bitter. It is just like water. But the inkonya is important. Ladies and gentlemen, order yours now in the whole wide world. MSP 30. Obia here. Drink water from a bottle so that you don't die early. Minusu. Mga se juma ye mre sa wo. Na o kasa na wenu mbon ya. I don't know if